What's up, you guys? I'm here with a new video today. I'm here to bring you guys my boy Mike Mostajo's third place San Jose Regional deck profile. He played 50 card Kaiju Zoodiac. Shout out to my boy Mike. Really good player from NorCal. He also has played in many Canada events as well. He's been doing well for many years. He's topped with some crazy decks in the past. This is just another top under his belt. Shout out to my boy Alex Inch 95. Got the live deck profile with him. So if you guys need anything personal from him, you guys can get it there. But he was kind enough to send me his deck list. I'm going to go through it. I'm also going to just explain a couple things, why he chose 50 cards. He just said he's gone through like multiple lists where he played like 43, 45, etc. And he finally arrived at 50 because he wanted to play Kaijus. And in order to play Kaiju, you need to play the 4 Kaiju, 2 Slumbers, etc. So that's what he played. As you guys can see, he had some interesting choices, but I'm just going to end it for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy it. So he played 4 Kaijus. He had 1 Jizakuru, 1 Thunder Guy, 1 Doggeron, and 1 Gamma Seal. Obviously, you play the 3300 and the 3000 because you can still OTK your opponent with those cards with Gaga Samurai. So he gave that option. He left that option open in the deck, so I think that was really smart. On to the Zoo Monsters, 2 Thoroughblades, self-explanatory. Just a big beater, can help you discard cards and draw into better cards. 3 Whiptail, 2 Ram, and 2 Rat. Self-explanatory. The 3 Terratop and the 1 Talking Board. You just have to play these cards. And then for the hand traps, 3 Ghost Ash or Ash Blossom, whatever you want to call it. Card's just really good in this format. He also maxed out on 3 copies of Ghost Ogre. If you've watched a lot of the deck profiles from YCS Pittsburgh, a lot of people talk about how good Ghost Ogre is, and I feel that you combo that alongside with Ash Blossom, and you have just a really strong strategy just in your hand alone. You're able to completely stop your opponent from playing Yu-Gi-Oh! For an entire turn, and by doing that, you get to capitalize on that on your turn. So I think that was really cool that he maxed out on everything, and of course the 1 Max C, because Max C is still probably the best card in Yu-Gi-Oh! So that's it for the monsters. On to the spells, 2 copies of Instant Fusion, 1 copy of Fusion Substitute, the 2 copies of Kaiju Slumber to go with the Kaiju monsters, 2 Cosmic Cyclone. People are still playing Cosmic Cyclone in the main deck because of the Draco deck, so you have to have it just to out their spells and traps and be able to just banish them for good. So it's just self-explanatory. And 3 Forbidden Chalice, really good in the mirror match. If it wasn't made clear by YCS Pittsburgh, with 32 of the top 32 being Zoo variants and pure Zoo, Zoo is the best deck, and being able to Chalice, Dryden, or anything that can get in your way when you make your turn is really beneficial. So that card is just amazing. He played a 1-of Twin Twister. He's known to play a lot of 1-ofs. The 1 Twin Twister complements the 2 copies of Cosmic Cyclone. It gives you variety in your back row removal depending on the matchup. 2 copies of My Body as a shield, just really good against Dryden, really good against anything that would destroy your cards. You can just stop them. It's a quick play, self-explanatory. Back when Zoodiac first came out, this was a card that they played in the main deck as a staple. 3 copies, of course, of Zoodiac Barrage. No explanations there. 3 copies of Tenki. That's it for the spells. To the traps, he had 1 Quaking. He talked about how him and Brian Snow, shout out to my boy Brian Snow, they decided that since people were putting My Body back in the deck, that he wanted to switch to Quaking because that way he would avoid My Body, be able to turn all his opponent's monsters face down. And by doing that, they're not able to make their Zoo plays, and you're able to just run them over with your own monsters. If you have a Whiptail, banish them, etc. 1 Torrential, 1 Combo, and then the 4 Solemn. So that's it for the main deck. He played 50 cards. Onto the extra deck, of course, 1 Norden, 1 Gaga Samurai, because it still creates OTKs with the Kaiju package, 2 Emerald, 2 Tiger Mortar, the 1 Hammer Kong, the 2 copies of Laika, the 2 copies of Trident, the 1 copy of Borbo, the 2 copies of Broad Bull, and the 1 Invoker for the Terratops. Onto his side deck, 2 copies of DD Crow, 1 copy of Raigeki, 2 copies of Lullaby of Obedience. Zoo is still probably the most played deck, clearly, based on the results of YCS Pittsburgh. This card's just really good. Call Rat, call Terratop, you're just in the winning position. 1 Cosmic Cyclone, the 3rd Cosmic Cyclone to complete the 3 of them. 2 copies of Enemy Controller, just really good in the mirror match. Take their monster, Pablo Dryden, you just win. 2 copies of Zombie World. This was probably for Dinos. A lot of people anticipated people to play True King Dino, True Draco Dino. It just didn't really happen between these 2 events. But this is just a really good card because they're not able to do anything with those cards. And also just good against anything that's not zombie-type monsters. So you're able to just lock out other decks with this card. 2 copies of Deep Barrier. Unfortunately, it's just not that good in the main deck, but it's a great card in the side deck when going first. 1 Macrocosmos, because it's slowly creeping up as one of the best floodgates in the game again. 1 copy of Imperial Order, and 1 copy of Unending Nightmare to counter Pendulum decks and any decks that play continuous spells and traps. So that is his deck, you guys. Shout out to Mike again for getting 3rd place. There was over 350 people at this regional up in Northern California. His shout outs he'd like to give was to Mario Ramos, who also topped Mario's been on a roll. You guys probably recognize him from many other deck profiles. It was his last match he had against Mario. He ended up winning, so shout out to him for a great match. He wanted to shout out Alex Tom for bringing them. And then shout out to Team Flip-A-Bitch. That's for just like other locals and whatnot. A shout out to Sagar, aka Shaba, Kenny, Andy, Brian, and the boys back in Canada from Squirtle Squad. He's shouting you guys all out. So that's it for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the deck. I know you guys are tired of seeing Zoo, but at least this was something a little different. He decided to play 50 cards. He decided to include everything in it. And I think it just really shows that there are many routes you can go when playing Zoo this format. Unfortunately, it is the best deck of the format, and you just have to adapt like you do every format. So I think it was just a really good meta call on his part, and I'm really, happy for him and his success. So shout out to you, Mike. I hope you guys enjoyed the deck profile. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.